It's splat time, people!
Yes, welcome to Splatalot, the magical, mythical kingdom where 10 brave young warriors go head-to-head with those despicable defenders as they compete to capture the highly treasured Splatalot crown.
Can the defenders keep the castle safe from the attackers, or will our young warriors overcome every obstacle and find a new ruler for this messiest of kingdoms?
One thing's for sure, there will be tumbles, there will be tilts, there will be teetering, and there will be splats! Hi, I'm me, you're you, that's that, so welcome to this. Could we be any clearer?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because today's Splatalot is a magical, mythical, moonlit special.
A magical, mythical, moonlit special?
Yeah, so we might all be in the dark.
10 attackers will start the moat challenge in daylight. 6 will go on to ditch the dungeon, but then night will fall and the 4 remaining warriors will compete for the Splatalot crown in the moonlight.
Doesn't that look amazing?
Yes, it does, but more of that later. Let's get on with round 1.
We start proceedings with the moat challenge.
The attackers start in the splatter vault,
Which hurls them towards the slippery slope.
there they'll find the rolling mace and the impossible incline,
The water blast guards the beastly battle axes.
which in turn leads to the bridge of disaster, which has to be crossed in order to reach the wavering warhead.
Final obstacle before the finish line and a dry towel.
But just to be splatful, here are some more obstacles.
The defenders.
Yes, each one is a mean, lean, keen splatting machine.
Apart from Thorn, he's just mean.
And Vane, well, he's not exactly lean, is he?
And Fatal, well, I suppose she's keen.
I'm focused.
I'm angry. I'm hungry.
Okay then, so more like a focused, angry, hungry splatting machine.
Here are the defenders with their weapons. Thorn, Splatzuka, Vane, Slime, Fatal, Aquilizer.
Here's Erica.
I like ponies.
Hang on, that's nothing like a pony.
No, this is a pony.
What's wrong with your voice?
I'm a little horse.
Oh, great.
Hey, Erica, I hear you like boy bands. I used to be in a boy band too.
Yeah, right.
You know what my name was?
What?
Thorn.
What a great story.
You got nowhere in your career. That's why you're working here.
I like this girl.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with this job. I love my job.
And the moat loves Erica.
But it's happened to like singing as well.
Well, it's pop music's lost, Thorn.
Hey, maybe he could have been in Take Splat.
Well, Erica's only interested in one direction, downwards.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Yup.
Erica, I was in a boy band too.
Well, this won't be good.
We were called the Bacon Street Boys.
Sounds yummy.
It was delicious.
Any other defender been in a boy band?
Well, I doubt Fatal has.
Plunge Wongle, and to avoid any further conversation, Erica heads for the moat.
This is where she realises she can't cope with Vane anymore, and in she goes.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, at least he can splat to the beat.
Mama!
And finish the jazz hands.
Oh, please.
Erica, why are you supporting the boy bands? Why not the girl bands? They're better looking. Haven't you ever heard of the Splat Girls?
Is this really the best place to be discussing girl bands?
Wamoogle!
Your voice has gone again.
Still a little hoarse.
Oh, maybe discussing girl bands wasn't that random after all.
Erica's made it to the wavering warhead. Can she reach the finish line? She pushes off and... Oh, flopsy plat bams.
But she eventually finishes with 756. Any more boy band gags to finish with?
No, but how about Lady Goo Goo?
Nice.
Rap, rap, rap. Get out, you guys. I got this.
Here's science-loving Toby. Now, if you freeze the picture and add these scientific arrows...
Yes?
It still doesn't stop her falling in the moat.
Right.
Hey, Toby, did you know that slime's on the periodic table?
Thorn blinds Toby with science.
And that slime blinds her from another splat.
See, in science, we call that an impossible incline. And you've proven that theorem for it to be impossible.
Oh, I love it when the defenders think they're being clever.
Well, what he meant was, if a fast-moving body meets an immovable object in a downward trajectory, then the result is a fish clapper splat pop.
Let me show you what I like to call the Fatal formula. First you run, then you splat, and then I smile.
Ah, now that's the kind of scientific explanation I can cope with.
I'm a winner!
You haven't won anything yet, Toby. Here's Taylor.
You can't touch me because I'm awesome!
You can't touch me because I'm Thorn.
No, that makes no sense at all.
Well, it's an eco-friendly slime for you.
Yes, all the slime is biodegradable and comes out even in the cold wash.
Oh, that's not a good method. That's not good at all.
Oh, Huango! And Taylor's in the bilge.
Well, nature-loving Taylor was right in one respect. Her splat was awesome. First a squat, then a lunge as if she's about to do some shot putting, a brief sit-down, and then to round it off, whoosh cronk. And Taylor's very happy with that time of 7:02.
Here's Liam.
Purple taco!
Please, if you see a purple taco, don't eat it.
Liam down the incline and wha-boom!
How do you spell head first?
Now, Liam's splat fact says that he's bad at smelling.
No, he's bad at spelling.
So my gag about his splat being a stinker won't work then.
No.
Don't worry, dude. I never learned to spell. Look at me now.
Whereas Liam quite rightly decides not to look, but Poodle.
Well, he should have looked out for that gap between the axe and the bridge.
But it all started when he slipped on the first axe. After that, he was heading for a spell in the moat.
Very good, you've redeemed yourself.
That's a very good time for Liam, 4:25.
Cue the goo.
And cue the next attacker.
Brilliant, Julia's our first yodeling attacker.
I'll be the thorn in your Von Trap.
Julie Andrews.
Who do you think you are storming my castle? I said, who do you think you are?
A tough question when you're falling off a rolling mace into the Swangopsy.
Maybe that was a point. Maybe Thorn was setting a Von Trap.
Can we stop these references to musicals, please?
The hills are alive with the sound of splatting.
Apparently we can't.
Julia on the bridge and Dinky Do-Dinner.
Yodeling, yodeling, yodeling.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought she'd never stop.
And our yodeler finishes in 6:44. Bring on the sheep.
What?
Well, sheep love a bit of yodeling, don't they? Or is it goats?
Let's check out the leaderboard, shall we?
Liam leads with 4:25, Julia has 6:44, Taylor 7:02, Erica 7:56, and Toby's got 10:43.
So the next 5 attackers know what they have to beat, but that's much easier said than done.
Would this little collection of splats demonstrate the point you're trying to make?
Yep, thank you. So, any thoughts on the first half? I mean, what about Thorn and Vane, eh?
Vane, yeah, oh yeah. Hey, dude, I used to be the boy band, dude. The Bacon Street boy, dude. Dude.
What's up, dude? You guys can't be disrespecting Veins. That's totally uncool. You guys gotta be cool. You gotta be cool to the max, all right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Later, dudes.
Leaderboard?
Leaderboard.
Right, Liam in first place is safe, but Julia, Taylor, Erica, and Toby just have to wait and see.
The defenders are back, armed, no doubt with more nonsense. Let's meet Brandon.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Here he is on the slippery slope. Now, I could be wrong, but it looks like Zane's wearing oven gloves and an apron.
This won't end well.
Got my apron on. I'm ready.
For what?
Hey, Thorn, hope that haircut was free.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah? Well, it wasn't, all right?
Well done, Thorn. Any chance you can think of anything funnier to say?
Yes, have another go.
You know, you're in Thorn's barbershop now, Brendan. How's this for a bowl cut?
Swicket!
Barbarous behaviour there from Thorn and a very hairy moment for Brandon, but he survived his close shave.
Up here, dude, I'd like to welcome you to Vane's Kitchen. This kid wants a Splatsgiving, and I'm making a piece.
I don't think Brandon's in the mood for food at the moment, Vane. Waffles!
And I doubt he'll want to drink too much of that moat water either.
This is a good time for that?
It's always a good time for food, Fatal. We've been through this.
If looks could splat.
And Brandon finishes in 5:26. That's good enough for round 2.
Roar!
Brianna gets another horse lover.
Come on, Brianna. Trot for me.
I like your hair, by the way.
Thank you. But that's not the point. The point is to trot along.
Brianna trots, then she drops into the plunge wandle.
Maybe the rolling mace just said nay.
Hey, I do the pony gangs.
But surely hay is for horses.
Back to the course.
I think you need to get your priorities in order, Vane.
My priorities are in order, Fatal. Number 1, key slime pie. Number 2, Splat and Brianna. Number 3, you and I.
Oh.
Keep it in the kitchen, Vane. You're good.
Well, I think Vane has just put everyone off their food.
As he put Brianna off, though. Oh, limpet fix.
Thorn, I don't think Brianna has the horsepower.
Oh, great. Even Fatal's doing the horse gags. Remember, I was doing them first.
All right, calm down. You're ruining Brianna's moment. She's through to round 2.
You can't splat this.
Trying to get splatted?
Don't suppose he does. But it's bound to happen at some point to Nehemiah.
How about now? Schneebuckle.
Supposed to stop there.
Vane's right. We need a stop sign.
How's that?
Perfect, thank you.
Thorn fires, but no hit, no splat.
I think that's about to change to Ludoberries.
See, Nehemiah, you can splat this. In fact, it's a double splat as he gets an extra nudge on his way down to the moat. Splatting at the highest order there.
But not a time to match. 8:29 might be too slow.
Saved by the spike.
I'm last name Tastic, first name Fan.
He must love his parents.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tastic.
Never a good sign when Thorn's polite.
Do you know my friend, Mr. Tabulous?
Actually, that's Justin's brother, who's also competed in Splatalot.
Flour's good for baking, but it's also good for weightlifting. No slip on these bad boys.
You're outrageous.
Says the boy with the blue Mohican.
Back to the battle axes.
Justin, you're just in time for me to finish this recipe.
He's also just in time for a moat trick. Sploosh bonk.
Well, Mr. Fantastic certainly lived up to his name. Fame should take note, as this is the perfect recipe for a Splatalot.
And with that time of 6:57, Justin might just goo through.
I have no idea.
Neither have I, Tyke.
You have no idea. And what are you doing on this court?
Oh, simmer down.
So, I will not simmer down.
Thorn's boiling over.
Aquabreakers.
No shot, no shot.
Wow, Tyke simply shrugs it off and tosses the
We've got a
mace.
comedian in the house.
Whoa, how'd you get here so quick, dude? You're interrupting my cooking show.
No, Vane, he's attacking your castle, remember?
I guess I'm gonna have to speed things up a little bit here.
Tyke's onto the second axe now.
Don't worry, I'll get him, Thorn.
Oh, and Sprocket Box.
And he's down. Okay, we can slow it down a bit here.
Vital does quite the opposite as she opens up the equalizer.
But once again, Tyke shrugs it off. Oh, and this is amazing. He swings and he's over.
Gosh.
What?
Vital can't believe it, and neither can we. 154, Tyke is top dog.
Oh, that's right. You simmer down.
Easy, Thorn. So Tyke sails through to round 2 along with Liam, Brandon, Julia, Brianna and Justin.
Well, what a way to complete round 1. Well played, Tyke.
But there's no rest for him or the other attackers as round 2 is just around the corner.
Actually, no, it's kind of beneath the corner because we're heading down to the Splatalot dungeon. Now, before round 2, we would like to reenact Vane's cookery masterclass.
Okay, dude. Priority number 1, key slime pie.
Priority number 2, keep splatting the attackers.
And priority number 3, you and I, Fatal. Priority number 4, revenge is a splat best served cold. Being trained out of here.
So, here's a reminder of the attackers who are through to round 2. Julia, Brandon, Brianna, Justin, Tyke and Liam. Back to the tournament, here's Ditch the Dungeon in more detail.
Before ascending the loathsome ladder, the attackers must escape from the stock market and then make their way over the splat walk.
It's then time to climb the ladder to the top where 4 flags await the fastest 4 attackers.
And awaiting the 2 losers is the slippery slide of shame.
Also awaiting the attackers will be our next 3 defenders.
Yeah, at least one of them won't be that loser Vane.
What was that?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Dude. I'm the cucumber.
Kook, you gotta love him.
Scab, you gotta fear him.
Medieval, baby.
And Mediva, you've got to be kidding.
The same attackers you meet on the way up?
And the same ones you spent on the way down.
Well, I'm sure that makes perfect sense if you're a defender.
So the attackers are in the stock market. Brandon's in yellow, Brianna's in pink, Julia's in orange, Justin's ready in red, Liam's in the stripes, and Tyke's green for go.
The defenders are also ready and armed with an awful lot of slime power.
And they're off. Once out of the stocks, they make their way through the gate and across the splat walk.
Here's where it gets messy.
Attackers! Yes, Gab, they attack, you defend. Do you think he even knows what day of the week it is?
Here comes the frothy foam, and now things start to get extra slippy.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Easy prey.
Ooh, pop, pop and sniff.
Tyke gets some back splats.
Hey, Tyke, what's 9 plus 9?
That's question.
Oh, and Tyke slides and Julia splats.
It was splats, apparently.
Well, Scab might not be able to add up, but he can multiply 1 goo grenade with 4 attackers to produce an almighty pile-up.
Yes, the defenders certainly have the upper hand at this stage.
The attackers can't get past the bottom rungs of the ladder. Tyke slips, Justin trips, and Liam splats.
Justin's down and so is Brandon.
Remember, when life gives you lemons, throw them at attackers.
That's the strangest lemon I've ever seen.
Tyke's off his feet again, and once more Liam suffers.
Yes, Tyke keeps slipping, but he's yet to fall in the moat. Liam, on the other hand, has barely been out of it.
Now it's Kookaburra's turn. Tyke slips again, but Brianna and then Julia end up in the moat.
You're shouting, Yodel.
Well, if yodeling wasn't that popular before, it certainly isn't now.
Get in the zone.
Let's get back to the game, shall we?
Brandon's making steady progress. Oh, trout spout. Scab splats him, and down he goes.
Julia starts to climb the ladder, but I'm sure the defenders will spot her.
Go, little girl. Let's see you
Yodel for me and you won't get a lemon in the face.
Uh-oh.
I knew it. Look, the sheep have turned up. I told you they would. Terrible.
Oh, that's a lesson for us all. Never trust a defender.
Who told you to yodel? That's not how you yodel. You yodel like this.
He's multitasking, defending and yodeling.
Hey, Tyke, it's 9 plus 3.
I can't keep up. Yodeling defenders, sheep, math questions. It's all too much.
The attackers agree.
I will now summon the ball of doom.
Not the Ball of Doom. Just a very very name strikes fear into the attacker's hearts.
You guys are so lucky. Not many people get to see the balls of doom.
Here it comes. Ball. Oh, Blabbermoose! And Brianna's in the moat.
Hang on, let's see a replay. Yes, unbelievably, Tyke is splattered first, but yet again, he doesn't end up in the moat.
But he still slid down the ladder. Liam managed to hold on.
Whichever way you look at it, the Ball of Doom certainly lives up to its name.
Cook-aims and splats Brianna. A delayed reaction, then down she goes into the muzzle whip.
Tyke is slimed and loses his footing. Now is this the moment? Yes, he finally lands in the moat.
Medivh continues with the slime attack.
Here comes, but the slime is too much, and down she goes with no sheet to break her fall.
Did you say you wanted water, Tom?
Don't answer, Brandon. Oh, wow, that slime ball was close.
Well, if it wasn't already slippy enough, Medivh decides to hose down the ladder.
And two more attackers head back down.
Well, I can't see how this could get any worse.
Down the middle! Do you understand?
Here's how. The next ball of doom is on the way.
Doom! 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 Near perfect splat for the defenders.
Well, the ball of doom swept every attacker off their feet, apart from Brandon. He timed his leap to perfection and managed to stay upright.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel lucky?
Oh, and Scab prods Tyke, and down he goes, taking Brianna with him.
It's done now, baby.
Now Justin seems to be on his own on the ladder.
Scab's run out of Doom balls, so this could be Justin's moment to escape the dungeon.
But the other attackers are catching him up, and the race is on.
Brandon and Tyke take the lead. I don't think Medivh can stop them now.
She throws a final bucket of slime, but Tyke, like so many times before, shrugs it off and claims the first flag.
Brandon's not far behind, though. He gets to the top and secures the second place in the final.
Now what's Scab up to?
Defending from long range, and it looks like it works. Julia slips back down into the moat.
Brianna has held on, though. Justin's also there, but not for long, and he joins Julia at the bottom of the ladder. Thrax thwack.
Brianna now joined by Liam, but she reaches the top first and becomes our third finalist.
Liam's also over. That's it. Round two's complete. The dungeon has been ditched.
Oh, unsportsmanlike behaviour from Scab there.
Julia's lost her yodel, and Justin's not feeling fantastic.
So here are the four flag-waving attackers who have made it.
Tyke, Brandon, Brianna, and Liam.
Well done indeed to our four finalists. They've bravely conquered two Splatalot challenges, but the day's not over for them yet.
Well, technically it is. What? Remember, the final's going to be played at night. Yes, this promises to be one of the most dramatic and atmospheric finals in Splatalot history.
All right, don't jinx it. Time now for Splats of Fame.
Where we take a moment to celebrate some truly classic splats.
Call it Splatalot. Now here's a splat stat attack with a twist. Oh, Vane, dude.
Sup, dudes?
Hello there. Oh, could you do these splat stats for us, please? Wear that hat. Thank you. Off you go.
On average, there's nothing that separates Liam, Brandon, and Brianna. But the attacker in the best form by far is Tyke, who has finished first both times.
Whoa. Dudes. What was that? You guys just make me look stupid.
Oh, no. Here's a reminder of those finalists. As Vane just said, there's nothing between Brandon, Brianna, and Liam, and even though Tyke is the favourite, they are all worthy finalists.
Worthy? Whoa, dude. Those guys are toe cheese. Which reminds me, I have to eat before the next round.
Hi, dude. Gosh, man.
Back to our majestic course, which looks magnificent in the moonlight.
The attackers start in the dire mire and head to the barrier of all barriers.
Then it's the terrifying tees, which lead to the scary go-round.
Once on board, the attackers head over to the gruesome twosome.
Then if they survive the clobbering cannons, they head down the royal ramps and up the rock wall,
where the shimmering Splatalot crown awaits.
Remember, all 6 defenders take part in the final, and they look ready, even Vane.
But the attackers look ready too. Brandon's in yellow, Brianna's in pink, Tyke's in green, and Liam's in the stripes.
Don't nod off, Liam.
The defenders have primed their slime weapons and eaten their tea, so the final is underway.
The attackers head for the dire mire, which is even more dire in the dark.
Brianna's first at the barrier, and she's the first to make it over, but Brandon's there too.
Have you noticed something different?
Yeah, there's an attacker in the castle.
Brandon and Brianna at the tees.
But Tyke's still struggling at the barrier.
Brianna, you got a bit of mud on top of yourself.
Brandon makes a move, but twig crack, Scab splats Brianna, and Brandon's in the moat. That all happened at once.
Well, here it is again. Scab accurately splats Brianna. Just as Brandon loses his balance on the terrifying tees, Fatal looks particularly surprised about that.
Now it's Brianna's turn on the tees. She's teetering and tottering.
What's with these attackers, huh?
I don't know.
How rude the defenders are chatting whilst Brianna's splatting.
Tyke's on the tees.
But not for long.
Here's Brandon leaping onto the scary go-round.
And Cook greets him with a goo grenade.
He's made it to the annihilating arm.
The defenders are reloading. Tyke takes advantage.
Whoa, what a water blast. Tyke joins Brandon at the arm.
Oh, look at him, they're like a couple.
And the trouble is, a couple make a bigger target.
Sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
So from a terrible tease to the terrifying tease, here's Liam, Crabseeker.
Well, he tripped, slid, lost a shoe and splatted.
On the bright side, at least he'll get his stripes back now.
Brandon's about to leave,
Thorn's about to vaporize.
but he makes his landing.
Brianna, it's Fatal, where are you? We've lost Brianna. I hope she's in bed.
She's fine, but sadly the course has proved too much for Brianna.
Now, can Tyke join Brandon on the twosome? No, he can't hold on.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour, till the attackers start tumbling down.
And right on cue, Brandon tumbles into the Gunjarella.
Here's Liam at the arm. Now he doesn't want to hang around here.
Scab sees him. Oh, Hickey splots.
A direct splat, and Liam's in a bit of bother.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to Bane's cooking show. Here, have some. Oh, yeah.
Not like Vane to give food away.
For you.
Oh, and Tyke is clobbered straight into the moat.
The chef isn't supposed to eat his own batch, but I'm very hungry.
You're always hungry.
And those cannons are always tricky. Yep, Tyke gets a moatful, and Vane gets a mouthful.
Are you hungry? I made this special for you.
Ah, yum!
Enjoy.
Oh, Prince Mishkin.
Well, do you think Brandon enjoyed that?
I doubt it very much.
Liam leaps onto the scary go-round. He hangs on and decides it's time to go under the arm.
Brianna's still asleep. Has anyone told her she can go home now?
Tyke has made it to the royal ramps. He avoids a splat, but has lost a shoe. He's hanging on though.
What for how long with Medivh on the case?
Now Liam's been here before.
But this is her first for Tyke. Oh, track for car.
Scab turns his attention back to Liam.
But maybe he should concentrate on Tyke.
Ow! Splat! No! And you think you don't?
Well, the defenders are certainly concentrating on him now.
Achoo! Oh, Cook's fake flu sends Brandon flying.
Tyke's approaching the foot of the ramp. He's just about ready to leap again. He steadies himself, makes his move, and this time he sticks to the wall.
I can't see anyone stopping him now.
The defenders look defeated.
And they are, because Tyke's made it to the top. He's got the crown.
You're too late, Coop, because Splatalot has a new ruler.
Yes, all hail King Tyke.
Wow, that looks amazing. And King Tyke certainly did justice to the setting.
But the defenders didn't. Vane was still eating. Let's see who else bit off more than they could chew.
It's Nehemiah from the Moat Challenge. He tried to keep his balance, but ended up with a double splat into the moat.
Yes, the battle axes once more take the credit for another top splat.
You don't know how right you are, because here's our new King Tyke, who also took a good splatting at the hands of the axes.
Well, he still won round 1 and 2.
The final raised a few questions, but he answered them all, and now he's our new ruler.
My first act of King of Splatalot is to have one of you thrown into this swamp. I wish it could be all of you, but tonight I pick Thorn.
What? What? How dare you pick me?
Oh, get it.
Nobody.
So that's just about it for today.
Hey, kids, you want some pie?
Leg it.
That's really good. Look at me with my pie.
Till next time, keep splatting.
I will. And always shoving. The thorn in your flesh.
Please wear that hat. Thank you. Off you go.
On average, there's nothing that separates Liam, Brandon, and Brianna. But the attacker in the best form by far is Tyke, who has finished first both times.
Whoa, dudes. What was that? You guys just make me look stupid.
Oh, no. Here's a reminder of those finalists. As Vane just said, there's nothing between Brandon, Brianna, and Liam, and even though Tyke is the favourite, they are all worthy finalists.
Worthy? Whoa, dude. Those guys are toe cheese. Which reminds me, I have to eat before the next round.
Hi, dude. Goshing man. Back to our majestic course, which looks magnificent in the moonlight.
The attackers start in the dire mire and head to the barrier of all barriers.
Then it's the terrifying tees, which lead to the scary go-round.
Once on board, the attackers head over to the gruesome twosome,
Then if they survive the clobbering cannons, they head down the royal ramps and up the rock wall.
where the shimmering Splatalot crown awaits.
Remember, all 6 defenders take part in the final, and they look ready, even vain.
But the attackers look ready too. Brandon's in yellow, Brianna's in pink, Tyke's in green, and Liam's in the stripes.
Don't nod off, Liam.
The defenders have primed their slime weapons and eaten their tea, so the final is underway.
The attackers head for the dire mire, which is even more dire in the dark.
Brianna's first at the barrier, and she's the first to make it over, but Brandon's there too.
Have you noticed something different?
Yeah, there's an attacker in the castle.
Brandon and Brianna are at the tees.
But Tyke's still struggling at the barrier.
Brianna, you got a bit of mud on top of yourself.
Brandon makes a move, but twig crack, scab, splat, Brianna, and Brandon's in the moat. That all happened at once.
Well, here it is again. Scab accurately splats Brianna. Just as Brandon loses his balance on the terrifying tees, Fatal looks particularly surprised about that.
Now it's Brianna's turn on the tees. She's teetering and tottering.
What's with these attackers, huh?
I don't know.
How rude. The defenders are chatting whilst Brianna's splatting.
Tyke's on the tees.
But not for long.
Here's Brandon leaping onto the scary go-round.
And Cook greets him with a goo grenade.
He's made it to the annihilating arm.
The defenders are reloading. Tyke takes advantage.
Whoa, what a water blast. Tyke joins Brandon at the arm.
Oh, look at him, they're like a couple.
And the trouble is, a couple make a bigger target.
Sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
So from a terrible tease to the terrifying tease, here's Liam, Crabseeker.
Well, he tripped, slid, lost a shoe and splattered.
On the bright side, at least he'll get his stripes back now.
Brandon's about to leave,
Thorn's about to vaporise.
but he makes his landing.
Brianna, it's Fatal. Where are you? We've lost Brianna. I hope she's in bed.
She's fine, but sadly the course has proved too much for Brianna.
Now, can Tyke join Brandon on the twosome? No, he can't hold on.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour, till the attackers start tumbling down.
And right on cue, Brandon tumbles into the Gunjarella.
Here's Liam at the arm. Now he doesn't want to hang around here.
Scab sees him. Oh, Hickey splots.
A direct splat, and Liam's in a bit of bother.
I'm on 3.
I can't keep up. Yodeling defenders, sheep, math questions. It's all too much.
The attackers agree.
I will now summon the ball of doom.
Not the
Ball of Doom!
just the very name strikes fear into the attackers' hearts.
You guys are so lucky. Not many people get to see the balls of doom.
Here it comes. Ball. Oh, Blabbermoose! And Brianna's in the moat.
Hang on, let's see a replay. Yes, unbelievably, Tyke is splatted first, but yet again, it doesn't end up in the moat.
But he still slid down the ladder. Liam managed to hold on.
Whichever way you look at it, the Ball of Doom certainly lives up to its name.
Cocaines. And splats Brianna. A delayed reaction, then down she goes into the muzzle wit.
Tyke is slimed and loses his footing. Now is this the moment? Yes, he finally lands in the moat.
Medivo continues with the slime attack.
Here comes, but the slime is too much, and down she goes with no sheep to break her fall.
Did you say you wanted water, Tom?
Don't answer, Brandon. Oh, wow, that slime ball was close.
Well, if it wasn't already slippy enough, Mediva decides to hose down the ladder.
And 2 more attackers head back down.
Well, I can't see how this could get any worse.
Down the middle. Do you understand?
Here's how. The next Ball of Doom is on the way.
Doom! 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 Near perfect splat for the defenders.
Well, the Ball of Doom swept every attacker off their feet, apart from Brandon. He timed his leap to perfection and managed to stay upright.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel lucky?
Oh, and Scab prods Tyke, and down he goes, taking Brianna with him.
It's done now, baby.
Now Justin seems to be on his own, on the ladder.
Scab's run out of Doom balls, so this could be Justin's moment to escape the dungeon.
But the other attackers are catching him up, and the race is on.
Brandon and Tyke take the lead. I don't think Mediva can stop them now.
She throws a final bucket of slime, but Tyke, like so many times before, shrugs it off and claims the first flag.
Brandon's not far behind, though. He gets to the top and secures the second place in the final.
Now what's Scab up to?
Defending from long range, and it looks like it works. Julia slips back down into the moat.
Brianna has held on, though. Justin's also there, but not for long, and he joins Julia at the bottom of the ladder. Thrax thwack.
Brianna now joined by Liam, but she reaches the top first and becomes our third finalist.
Liam's also Yes, round two's complete. The dungeon has been ditched.
Oh, unsportsmanlike behaviour from Scab there.
Julia's lost her yodel, and Justin's not feeling fantastic.
So here are the 4 flag-waving attackers who have made it.
Tyke, Brandon, Brianna, and Liam.
Well done indeed to our 4 finalists. They've bravely conquered 2 Splatalot challenges, but the day's not over for them yet.
Well, technically it is. What? Remember, the final's going to be played at night. Yes, this promises to be one of the most dramatic and atmospheric finals in Splatalot history.
All right, don't jinx it. Time now for Splats of Fame.
Where we take a moment to celebrate.
In a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
So, from a terrible tease to the terrifying tease, here's Liam, Crabseeker.
Well, he tripped, slid, lost a shoe and splattered.
On the bright side, at least he'll get his stripes back now.
Brandon's about to leave,
Thorn's about to vaporise.
but he makes his landing.
Brianna, it's Fatal. Where are you? We've lost Brianna. I hope she's in bed.
She's fine, but sadly the course has proved too much for Brianna.
Now, can Tyke join Brandon on the juicer? No, he can't hold on.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour, till the attackers start tumbling down.
And right on cue, Brandon tumbles into the Gunjarella.
Here's Liam at the arm. Now he doesn't want to hang around here.
Scab sees him. Oh, Hickey splots.
A direct splat, and Liam's in a bit of bother.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to Vane's cooking show. Here, have some. Oh, yeah.
Not like Vane to give food away.
For you.
Oh, and Tyke is clobbered straight into the moat.
The chef isn't supposed to eat his own batch, but I'm very hungry.
You're always hungry.
And those cannons are always tricky. Yep, Tyke gets a moatful, and Vane gets a mouthful.
Are you hungry? I named it special for you.
Ah, yum!
Enjoy.
Oh, Prince Mishkin.
Well, do you think Brandon enjoyed that?
I doubt it very much.
Liam leaps onto the scary go-round. He hangs on and decides it's time to go under the arm.
Brianna's still asleep. Has anyone told her she can go home now?
Tyke has made it to the royal ramps. He avoids a splat, but has lost a shoe. He's hanging on though.
But for how long with Medivh on the case?
Now Liam's been here before.
But this is her first attack. Oh, track for car.
Scab turns his attention back to Liam.
But maybe he should concentrate on Tyke.
Oh, Splat, no! And you think you don't?
Well, the defenders are certainly concentrating on him now.
Achoo! Oh, Cook's fake flu sends Brandon flying.
Tyke's approaching the foot of the ramp. He's just about ready to leap again. He steadies himself, makes his move, and this time he sticks to the wall.
I can't see anyone stopping him now.
The defenders look defeated.
And they are, because Tyke's made it to the top. He's got the crown.
You're too late, Coop, because Splatalot has a new ruler.
Yes, all hail King Tyke.
Wow, that looks amazing. And King Tyke certainly did justice to the setting.
But the defenders didn't. Vane was still eating. Let's see who else bit off more than they could chew.
It's Nehemiah from the Moat Challenge. He tried to keep his balance, but ended up with a double splat into the moat.
Yes, the battle axes once more take the credit for another top splat.
You don't know how right you are, because here's our new King Tyke, who also took a good splatting at the hands of the axes.
But he still won round 1 and 2.
The final raised a few questions, but he answered them all, and now he's our new ruler.
My first act of King of Splatalot is to have one of you thrown into this swamp. I wish it could be all of you, but tonight I pick Thorn.
Not in the splatter ball.
Which hurls him towards the slippery slope.
There they'll find the rolling mace and the impossible incline,
The water blast guards the beastly battle axes.
which in turn leads to the bridge of disaster, which has to be crossed in order to reach the wavering warhead.
Final obstacle before the finish line and a dry towel.
But just to be splatful, here are some more obstacles.
The defenders.
Yes, each one is a mean, lean, keen splatting machine.
Apart from Thorn, he's just mean.
And Vane, well, he's not exactly lean, is he?
And Fatal, well, I suppose she's keen.
I'm focused.
I'm angry.
Hungry.
Okay then, so more like a focused, angry, hungry splatting machine.
Here are the defenders with their weapons. Thorn, Splatzuka, Vane, Slime, Fatal, Aquilizer.
Here's Erica.
I like ponies.
Hang on, that's nothing like a pony.
No, this is a pony.
What's wrong with your voice?
I'm a little horse.
Oh, great.
Hey, Erica, I hear you like boy bands. I used to be in a boy band too.
Yeah, right.
You know what my name was?
What?
Thorn.
What a great story.
You got nowhere in your career. That's why you're working here.
I like this girl.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with this job. I love my job.
And the moat loves Erica.
But it's happened till I'd singing as well.
Well, his pop music's lost, Thorn.
Hey, maybe he could have been in Take Splat.
Well, Erica's only interested in one direction, downwards.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Yup.
Erica, I was in a boy band too.
Oh, this won't be good.
We were called the Bacon Street Boys.
Sounds yummy.
It was delicious.
Any other defender been in a boy band?
Well, I doubt Fatal has.
Plunge Wongle, and to avoid any further conversation, Erica heads for the moat.
This is where she realises she can't cope with Vane anymore, and in she goes.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, at least he can splat to the beat.
Baba!
And finish the jazz hands.
Oh, please.
Erica, why are you supporting the boy bands? Why not the girl bands? They're better looking. Haven't you ever heard of the Splat Girls?
Is this really the best place to be discussing girl bands?
Wamoogle!
Your voice has gone again.
Still a little hoarse.
Oh, maybe discussing girl bands wasn't that random after all.
Erica's made it to the wavering warhead. Can she reach the finish line? She pushes off and... Oh, flopsy plat bams.
But she eventually finishes with 7:56. Any more boy band gags to finish with?
No, but how about Lady Goo Goo?
Nice.
Rap, rap, rap. Get out, you guys. I got this.
Here's science-loving Toby. Now, if you freeze the picture and add these scientific arrows...
Yes?
It still doesn't stop her falling in the moat.
Right.
Hey, Toby, did you know that slime's on the periodic table?
Thorn blinds Toby with science.
And that slime blinds her from another splat.
In science, we call that an impossible incline. And you've proven that theorem for it to be impossible.
Oh, I love it when the defenders think they're being clever.
Well, what he meant was, if a fast-moving body meets an immovable object in a downward trajectory, then the result is a fish flapper splat pop.
Let me show you what I like to call the Fatal formula. First you run, then you splat.
Hey, dude. I used to be the boy band, dude. The Bacon Street Boy, dude.
What's up, dude? You guys can't be disrespecting veins. That's totally uncool. You guys gotta be cool. You gotta be cool to the max, all right?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Introduce.
Leaderboard? Leaderboard. Right, Liam in first place is safe, but Julia, Taylor, Erica and Toby just have to wait and see.
The defenders are back. Armed, no doubt with more nonsense. Let's meet Brandon.
Happy splat giving.
Here he is on the slippery slope. Now, I could be wrong, but it looks like Zane's wearing oven gloves and an apron.
This won't end well.
Got my apron on. I'm ready.
For what?
Hey, Thorn, hope that haircut was free.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah? Well, it wasn't, all right?
Well done, Thorn. Any chance you can think of anything funnier to say?
Yes, have another go.
You know, you're in Thorne's barbershop now, Brendan. How's this for a bowl cut?
Swicket!
Barbarous behaviour there from Thorne and a very hairy moment for Brandon, but he survived his close shave.
Up here, dude, I'd like to welcome you to Vane's Kitchen. This kid wants a Splat's giving, and I'm making a piece.
I don't think Brandon's in the mood for food at the moment, Vane. Waffles!
And I doubt he'll want to drink too much of that moat water either.
This is a good time for that?
It's always a good time for food, Fatal. We've been through this.
If looks could splat.
And Brandon finishes in 5:26. That's good enough for round 2.
Roar!
Brianna gets another horse lover.
Come on, Brianna. Trot for me.
I like your hair, by the way.
Thank you. But that's not the point. The point is to trot along.
Brianna trots, then she drops into the plunge wongle.
Maybe the running mates just said nay.
Hey, I do the pony gags.
But surely hay is for horses.
Back to the course.
I think you need to get your priorities in order, Vane.
My priorities are in order, Fatal. Number 1, key slime pie. Number 2, Splat and Brianna. Number 3, you and I.
Oh.
Keep it in the kitchen, Vane. You're good.
Well, I think Vane has just put everyone off their food.
As he put Brianna off, they're all limpet picks.
Thorn, I don't think Brianna has the horsepower.
Oh, great. Even Fatal's doing the horse gags. Remember, I was doing them first.
All right, calm down. You're ruining Brianna's moment. She's through to round 2.
You can't splat this.
Trying to get splatted a little bit?
Don't suppose he does. But it's bound to happen at some point to Nehemiah.
How about now? Schneebuckle.
Supposed to stop there.
Vane's right. We need a stop sign.
How's that?
Perfect, thank you.
Thorn fires, but no hit, no splat.
I think that's about to change to Ludoberries.
See, Nehemiah, you can splat this. In fact, it's a double splat as he gets an extra nudge on his way down to the moat. Splatting at the highest order there.
But not a time to match. 8:29 might be too slow.
Nice splat.
Saved by the spike.
I'm last name Tastic, first name Fan.
He must love his parents.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tastic.
Never a good sign when Thorn's polite.
Do you know my friend, Mr. Tabulous?
Bridge and Dinky do dinner.
Yodeling, yodeling, yodeling.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought you'd never stop.
And our yodeler finishes in 6:44. Bring on the sheep.
What?
Well, sheep love a bit of yodeling, don't they? Or is it goats?
Let's check out the leaderboard, shall we?
Liam leads with 425, Julia has 644, Taylor 702, Erica 756, and Toby's got 1043.
So the next 5 attackers know what they have to beat, but that's much easier said than done.
Would this little collection of splats demonstrate the point you're trying to make?
Yep, thank you. So, any thoughts on the first half? I mean, what about Thorn and Vane, eh?
Vane, yeah, oh yeah. Hey, dude, I used to be the boy band, dude. The Bacon Street boy, dude. Dude.
What's up, dude? You guys can't be disrespecting Veins. That's totally uncool. You guys gotta be cool. You gotta be cool to the max, alright?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright. Later, dudes.
Leaderboard?
Leaderboard.
Right, Liam in first place is safe, but Julia, Taylor, Erica, and Toby just have to wait and see.
The defenders are back, armed, no doubt with more nonsense. Let's meet Brandon.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Here he is on the slippery slope. Now, I could be wrong, but it looks like Zane's wearing oven gloves and an apron.
This won't end well.
Got my apron on. I'm ready.
For what?
Hey, Thorn, hope that haircut was free.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah? But it wasn't, all right?
Well done, Thorn. Any chance you can think of anything funnier to say?
Yes, have another go.
You know, you're in Thorn's barbershop now, Brendan. How's this for a bowl cut?
Swicket!
Barbarous behaviour there from Thorn and a very hairy moment for Brandon, but he survived his close shave.
Up here, dude, I'd like to welcome you to Vane's Kitchen. This kid wants a Splatsgiving, and I'm making a feast.
I don't think Brandon's in the mood for food at the moment, Vane. Waffles!
And I doubt he'll want to drink too much of that moat water either.
This is a good time for that?
It's always a good time for food, Fatal. We've been through this.
If looks could splat.
And Brandon finishes in 5:26. That's good enough for round 2.
Roar!
Brianna gets another horse lover.
Come on, Brianna. Trot for me.
I like your hair, by the way.
Thank you. But that's not the point. The point is to trot along.
Brianna trots, then she drops into the plunge wandle.
Maybe the running mates just said nay.
Hey, I do the pony gangs.
But surely hay is for horses.
Back to the course.
I think you need to get your priorities in order, Vane.
My priorities are in order, Fatal. Number 1, key slime pie. Number 2, Splat and Brianna. Number 3, you and I.
Oh.
Keep it in the kitchen, Vane. You're good.
Well, I think Vane has just put everyone off their food.
As he put Brianna off though. Oh, limpet fix.
Thorn, I don't think Brianna has the horsepower.
Oh, great. Even Fatal's doing the horse gags. Remember, I was doing them first.
All right, calm down. You're ruining Brianna's moment. She's through.